There you go, Danny. I hope you're liking the swing. Do you like it?
Well, I think so. Not sure.
Not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live.
Hey, YouTubers and Rebel watchers. I'm still in Coleman, Michigan. 1 square mile this city is. I'll be leaving in the morning. Hey, YouTubers, Rebel watchers. We're leaving Coleman and we're headed to our next destination. Got a little sun rays coming in up here. Maybe you can see it depending on how I hold my phone camera. See, oh, pretty cool, huh? Anyway, here we go. Gonna stop at the post office. Gotta pick up a package and then we'll be on our way. Goodbye, Coleman County Park, Coleman City Park. Bye.
Turn right on the to then destination.
See you next time I come to town or pass through. I cleaned my windshield for you. You saw that, right? Sorry about that blob that was on there. Okay, so I still got a bunch of goop on my window from the phone holder, but I have a new phone holder, and this one I bought at Home Depot. I could put it on my window, I suppose. It has a suction cup on it instead of the gluey stuff, but it was like $14 plus change, so just over $15 with tax. I'm running into a little rain here, just drizzle. Last night I spent the night at Wally World in Houghton Lake, at Houghton Lake, Houghton, Houghton Lake, and it was a pretty decent night. Nothing remarkable to write home about, but it was a nice night. Spent the night there. Weather was good. Wasn't too hot. No hookup. You know, I could have stayed another day in Coleman, but I was really looking for a change because I knew it was supposed to rain, and but it didn't rain until now. It's raining now, and I just passed a rollover, SUV rollover. It looked like the driver was trapped, and they're getting ready to, there are 3 ambulances there. I don't know how many people were in the car, but it looks like they were getting ready to have that driver extracted. The paramedic was still talking to the driver, or the person in the driver's seat, or somebody. So hopefully, a little prayer for those people. Make sure anybody in that car or any
told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby. Baby.
Well, I stopped to get coffee and pizza. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. Pretty good pizza. It's called My Size Pizza. And it's just my size, one piece. And I'm at Schultz's party store. I don't know why they call it a party store, but I'll tell you what, this store has got all kinds of stuff in it. It's got all kinds of electrical things, you know, for your shrink, for wrapping, and screws and nuts and bolts and camp and stuff too. It's on I-75 northbound. Not sure what exit it is. But it's a marathon. I was surprised at the stuff that was in here. But you never know. Let's get back on the road and get going. Hey, I'm back. Yeah, the hair's all pulled up in a ponytail. It's a ponytail day because it rained. You know, camping isn't always glamorous. But I should put some lipstick on, huh? So anyway, I'm going to go check out another site that I found on a free campsite that I found on the freecampsites.net website and on the boondocking website. Sometimes you'll find things on boondocking that might not show up on the free campsites. But if you go back and look for it, usually, many times, not always, many times, the same sites are on both apps. But you never know. So one, the freecampsites.net and boondocking. That's it, just boondocking. It's just a little picture of a trailer. Anyway, so I found this place on freecampsites.net, and I'm hearing that it's really a great place, and people have been going here since they were kids. And there's not a whole lot of places to boondock in Michigan near Mackinac City or Michigan City. Even places that are, there's no Thousand Trails campsites in this part of Michigan, in this upper area of Michigan. There's two in the lower portion of Michigan. One that's right on the, like right after leaving Illinois and going through Indiana and back in, it's called Bear Cave, which I haven't gone there yet, but I have reservations for there. I don't know if I'll make it there or not. But then there's another one, and I think it's called St. Clair. So there's only two Michigan campgrounds for Thousand Trails. So what do? You know, if you're a Thousand Trails member and the mid states, the states in the middle, in the Midwest, or the states in the, you know, in the western area that are not surrounding the water, you know, you're like SOL if you want to go to those states when it comes to Thousand Trails. So the best thing to do is to have Plan B and Plan C. So Plan B would be Boondockers Welcome and Harvest Host, one of those two. Plan C would be a member of the Moose. If you're a member of the Moose, then the Moose Lodge, many Moose Lodges have camping places available. Like when I went to the Keys, I stayed at the Moose Lodge in on one of the Keys in Big Pine Key for 3 days. Now it was, I think, $20 a day, but you can't touch the Keys for $20 $20 a day. And if you stay at the Thousand Trails campsite in the Keys, you pay extra $20. I mean, that would be a no-brainer. If you're going to pay the $20 at the Moose, you might as well go to the Thousand Trails if you have a membership. If you have the Trails collection, and stay there and get all the amenities, because you don't get the amenities in the Moose Lodge. But you may not be able to. There may not be openings. So these are all options that you have, depending on what you like to do and what type of a RV you have and what you're camping in. Because as you know, with Boondockers Welcome, you have to have a bathroom and your own kitchen, so you have to be self-contained with your own gray tank and black tank. And it's basically pack it in, pack it out, unless the host offers you hookups or amenities, and that would be negotiated between you and the host. And sometimes they ask for a donation if you decide to take those hookups. So what's nice about the Moose Lodge, if you're a member of the Moose, is that there are Moose Lodges all over the United States, but not all of them will allow you to camp. But sometimes they'll just even let you boondock in their parking lot for one night. You never know. You can always ask. Plus, they have food there. You can go eat there. And if you want to have a cocktail, you can have a cocktail there. But mostly you can go eat there. And when you have a membership to the Moose, you are contributing to Moose Heart and Moose Haven. Moose Heart is, as I spoke of in some of my past videos, Moose Heart is a location. They have a location in Illinois, in Aurora, Illinois, and basically they take care of parentless children, or children with parents that are unable to take care of them. Many orphans live at Moose Heart. I mean, they live there. They have a house. They have people who become house parents. They teach them. They go to school through Moose Heart, and they even sometimes are fortunate enough that they're able to get funded to go to college. So it's a great charity to contribute to, and it really helps orphan children. So that's a place after my heart, being an orphan. I didn't live there, but I do truly believe in Moose Heart. They have trades that you can learn a trade. You could be a hairdresser, you could be a barber, you could be an electrician. You can learn these things at Moose Heart. They help you to have those opportunities, and they're wonderful. They're a wonderful organization, in my opinion. Now, Moose Haven is for elderly people. So when you get old, and you have no place to go, because maybe you don't have family, maybe you don't have anybody, or maybe you just don't have the funds to stay someplace in the sticks and bricks or whatever, and you have no family options to go stay with, you can go to Moose Haven, and the Moose will take care of you if you've been a member for 15 years or more. That was the last time I checked, 15 years. Plus, you can also buy a retirement apartment or something like that on their property. They have now built some places, but you'd have to look into it because I don't have all the facts. I'm not there yet. But it's a consideration that I have. If I get to the point where I can't do this anymore and I want to be someplace warm because I can't take the winters, and maybe if I'm not in a position to live in a RV park or get an apartment or get a home, I can always talk to the people at Moose Haven, and I have that consideration. Oh my goodness, I can see the Mackinac Bridge from here. So those are options and plans A, B, and sometimes there's plan C, Walmart. But I'm gonna turn the camera around, and because I'm on my way to go check out this camping place here in Mackinac, and I'm hoping that we could get a spot there, but it's Saturday and they may be all full. They only have a few spots there, but it's free. Again, our favorite word, free. And I'm going to turn my camera around. You're going to be able to see the Mackinac Bridge. Now, before I do that, I'm going to put some links. I'm going to put a link up here to my videos where when I did, Danny and I went to Mackinac Island, and we took the ferry, and Danny went with on the boat. It was fun. You can check that out. And it's $4, $6, and $8 to cross this bridge.
In 2 miles, take exit 337 toward Nicolette Street, Mackinac City.
Yeah, I'm getting off. I'm not going over this bridge. If you know me, you know I don't like bridges, but I'm going to get a glimpse of if you cannot, it's shaking a little bit, sorry. I had this new phone holder. If you're unable to cross that bridge, like me, if you're afraid, like me, of bridges and heights, someone will drive your vehicle over the bridge for you. They still offer that. You just stop at the information center, which is right before the bridge. It's only, 20 miles an hour, high winds reduce
In a
speeds.
quarter mile,
I know the feeling, it's traumatizing. I fall apart piece by piece. No superheroes, no silver linings. Just keep on moving to the beat. Paralyzing every pore. Oh, you feel it taking over you. To the center of your core. The lies are getting overused. When you are under the weather, getting caught in the storm. Do you remember? I told you if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting cold. So keep on dancing, baby.
Okay, it says I'm about 2 minutes away. So it says to turn. Go ahead. Okay, as soon as you make this left-hand turn,
In 1.2 miles, arrive near French Farm Lake Road.
soon as you make, oops, there's this road. It's a unpaved road on the right.
in a quarter mile, turn right to stay on French Farm Lake Road.
So I've never been down here, and I hear that there's a turnaround.
Head east on Trails End Road toward French Farm Lake Road. In a quarter mile, turn right to stay on French Farm Lake Road.
It's a little bumpy, so I hope to God that I'm going the right way, because I'm gonna hold this. It's not a bad road, and it's not any worse than going to Parker. Somebody say there was a bears out here. So just watch out for the potholes. Ain't any different from that place I stayed with Saucy out in Kentucky. And that was a park, that had a bad road. Ooh, up. All my stuff's probably falling all over the place. Now the bad thing about it is that it's only one lane, and this is the way in and the way out.
Turn right to stay on French Farm Lake Road, then your destination will be on the right.
So I hope I'm not going the wrong way, because I'm following the GPS and I'm not sure if this is the right way. I'll be back. Oh no, here's a campsite. That must be campsite 1. Oh, there's a car behind me. That must be campsite 1. Let's see. There's a car behind me. And this must be another one here. don't know. They're not marked. It said that small RVs can come in here. Someone said that they had a 25-footer or 28-footer that they got in here with. So, usually, I started to say, so if there's two cars, if one's coming in and yet somebody's going out, somebody has to pull off to the side. I'm gonna let's see if that guy can go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead. Can he go ahead around me? No, maybe he can't. I was gonna try to let him pass me, but I can't. I was gonna try to let him pass me. Okay, so I'm here and it's full. I talked to the people in Site 1. They say it's full. But they said I should be space for me to turn around. Well, I probably shouldn't have taken a chance to do this, because I did come late for the weekend. Looks like a pretty big looks like it's 2 spots, but I ain't gonna be able to fit in there. Oh, number 2. Yeah, that's a site. Well, look how far it was. There was a long way between Site 1 and Site 2. So you're not right on top of each other. That's what's really nice. What's this? Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find a place here that I could fit in. We'll see, because it has to be big enough for me to fit in there. Oh, I think I see a spot over here. I may just take off the side of the road. If on the way back, I may just take that spot on the way back and park right here. There's nobody behind me. I'm turning around and coming back. Those people are going to have to deal with it. I have to go turn around. I can get turned around. I'll be back. I'm going to see if I can hurry up and get turned around at the end of the road here. It's supposedly there's a turnaround. We'll see if I can get back there and get that spot. So, I hate crowding people, but I'm going to park right here because, and I'm only staying for the night. So, I just got to get level. And I'm not unhitching. It's a little spooky, but there's a little clipper just like my old one. Almost exactly like my old one. I hope they don't mind. Well, I found me a campsite. I did. And it's in a little pullover spot here. It's not really a designated campsite, but I don't think that the ranger's going to say anything. John, that's parked next to me, or that's parked up in the campsite over there, he wasn't here when I pulled up, just his rig was. He said somebody was parked after he got here. He said, oh, you don't have to worry, somebody was parked here last night. And obviously they didn't say anything because these neighbors down the road, they told me that the ranger was here this morning. Although John didn't see the ranger, but the kids down the road did. Kids down the road were really nice. They saw me looking for a spot. They said, you can come and park down by us if you want. But I didn't think I could get in down there. But this is really cool. And the lake is to my right. I'll go over here slowly. Here we go. There's the lake right there. Right here is actually just like the end of the lake. It's kind of swampy, not very deep, but there's a boat launch down over that way. and that's where the turnaround is. So even though the site says that only small rigs, you can get a couple bigger ones in here. You just got to be able to get here early enough to find the big spots, because there are a couple of big spots in the front, like campsite 1 and 2, I think. They were bigger. You could get like 2 or 3 rigs in there actually. But isn't that pretty? So this is my campsite for tonight. Mosquitoes are biting, so I got my net up. So actually I was talking all this time and I didn't have the camera on. I don't know what you got and what you didn't get, but here's my camp. And next to me is John's camp. He was here before me, and Matt just pulled up and couldn't find a place to camp, so John says, "Yep, there's a spot right there your car will fit in. You can pitch your tent over here inside further in the woods." And so the 3 of us are kind of all right around the same age, although I'm the oldest as usual, the old lady. And we're snugs as bugs and rugs in our little campsite. I know I'm right by the road, but that doesn't bother me at all, because look at the view. Look at the view. There it is. I think I showed it to you, but there's the lake. This is oh goodness, what's the name of it? It's something Farm Lake. All of a sudden I forgot what the first part of it was. Oh, French Farm Lane. French Farm Lake. Got it now. I know, I'm having a senior moment. French Farm Lake. Yeah, and the road's not any worse than y'all might experience when you go to Parker or out in the desert or on some of the other places way out in the boonies. This is right in Mackinac City. Not in the city, but it's off the beaten path of Mackinac City. And I'm gonna walk down the road a little bit. Did I already tell you about my mosquito net? Got my mosquito net on my door. Oh, that's okay, go ahead.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I'd probably be taking my bike out too later. Maybe tomorrow, not today. But I should be looking up in the trees for any bees or hornets' nests. You know me, they seem to like me. It's a 1-lane road though. You gotta pull over and let the other guy through. Here comes a car. I'll be back. I put lights up so that nobody hits me when they're coming around the curve, coming in. Hopefully I can get a nice breeze coming in, but I could see out, and it's gonna keep some of those skeeters out. Triple action. Yeah. Let me get my camper put together now. Thanks for joining me, everybody.
I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down.